Yo, you already know who it is. It's Pico.Blurred. About a month ago, a company called Suprent Pro sent me out a pair of clipper and trimmer set to test and review for you guys. I've been using them for about a month. I've used them on multiple haircuts, and I'm finally ready to give my review. So let's go ahead and jump into this. And so you guys can see them again. Here's the box, the black Scorpion clipper and trimmer from Suprent. Go ahead and turn these on for you so you guys can hear them again. The battery indicators. Get the clipper out. Go ahead and turn that on as well. And all right, let's go ahead and jump into this review. Like I said, I've used them multiple times, and to tell you the truth, they're pretty spot on, man. They are bangers, especially for the price. Now these clipper and trimmer, the whole set is going for $69.99. And to me, after using them for multiple haircuts, I've got to say this is definitely well worth the price. So not only is it super affordable, but look at the design, they look super sick, and they get the job done. Now, I want to be 100% honest in this review. While I was using these, I just wish that the RPMs were a bit higher and it had a bit more power so I could really crunch in those lines. Don't get me wrong, they pull a good line, but I think that it could be a little bit better if those RPMs were a bit higher. Once you turn these on, they're super quiet. I don't even know if you guys can hear that from here. I have my microphone on my shirt collar, but they are super quiet, and they do put in a crisp line. I just wish that maybe it had a bit higher power. This runs at about 6,500 RPM. I just wish it was probably about a 7,000, or if the blade had more of a deep tooth, that way it can get really into those longer hairs. That's where I found a little bit of an issue was doing C-cups if I left a little bit more bulk or if the hair was a little bit longer. But when the hair is short, man, these things are super sharp. Let me jump into the clippers. While I was using these to cut hair, they blend super smooth. Again, I think the issue with these is the power. If they had a higher RPM, I think it would go through bulk a bit better. I found trouble going through a super amount of bulk. You just gotta take your time as you're going through that. But again, super nice, super light, super quiet. You can hear every piece of hair getting cut, and it fades really well. I had no issues with the fading. I think these give you a run for your money, which is funny because they are so affordable and they just get the job done. Again, that beautiful design, and I'm gonna be showing you guys a couple haircuts that I did using all of these, but again, just I can't say enough about these. I think they were amazing, especially getting sent these and being able to review them for you guys. I couldn't be more grateful. They're super good. If you're a barber that's looking for a budget clipper and doesn't want to break the bank, I think these are a super good option for you if you can't afford the high-end clippers. Again, they do have a little bit of flaws going through a lot of bulk, but they blend just as well as anything else. They are gonna get the job done, and you'll be able to see that through my haircuts that I did on myself and on other clients. But I'm gonna do something that I haven't done with any of my tools, especially these ones, since they were gifted to me from Suprent Pro. What I'm planning on doing with this set is giving it to somebody that I find really special to me and kind of guided me into my barbering journey. Let me go back to when I was in high school. My dad actually used to cut my hair using those cheap Walmart clippers. That's all we had, and he used to cut my hair, and I got so interested in barbering that I started using it and cutting my own hair, and I've been doing that since I was a teenager up until now, where I'm actually barbering and cutting other people's hair, cutting my own hair still. And man, I just can't be more thankful enough that he had a pair of clippers in the house that I could try and experiment and work on my own craft without even realizing that this was the path that I was going to follow. And it turned into a huge passion of mine. So I will be gifting these to my dad. He's really, man, he supported me through all this. And he's really what got me into this. So I'm going to be gifting him these. He's never had a real pair of clippers, so I think he's going to be super excited when he gets these, and that he can actually have a real pair to do his own haircuts. He's been cutting his own hair as long as I can remember because he is a military guy. He doesn't always have the time to go to the shop and get fresh. And when I started barbering, I gave him, you know, it was one of my first cuts I ever did, and I've been cutting his hair ever since. So I just want to show him that, you know, I'm grateful for him supporting me and pushing me to do these things. So this is for him. He's gonna get this set. You know, shout out to Suprent for sending me these so I can be able to gift them to my dad as a thank you to supporting me and helping me along and finding this as my passion. So to you, Dad, thank you so much for believing in me and allowing me to practice and try to figure out this barbering thing when I was first starting. So I hope you enjoy these clippers and this trimmer, and I hope you put a lot of use in them. And I think they're gonna be way better than the clippers that you have already. Like I said, as I continue this review, again, these just were super, super awesome when I was doing my hair cutting. They actually really surprised me because, you know, when it comes to budget things and the prices of certain things, especially in barbering, you know, you kind of get what you pay for in a sense. So the Battlenesses, the Stylecrafts, you're paying all this money to be able to get the job done. But these actually really surprised me how well they performed for how little they cost. Again, I'm gonna harp on this. This was $69.99 for the whole set. You get the clipper, the trimmer, and you get guards, and you get a cape out the box, and they come preset out the box, so you don't have to go around and try to figure out setting your blades. They come like that already. So Suprent's doing their thing on these, and hopefully I can work with them some more, get a couple more reviews, and then I'll give away some more clippers to the people that are watching this video, to the people that are supporting my my barbering journey, my social media platforms, and all of that. So again, if you guys are looking for a good budget-friendly clipper, you know, that you can't spend a fortune on, I think this is definitely going to be the way to go. And luckily for you guys, I have a code for you guys. It's going to be PB25. You'll save for yourself 25% off on all Suprent tools. So if you haven't already found something, maybe your child, your teenager is looking at possibly starting cutting hair, you can't go wrong with these because you're not going to be spending a whole bunch of money on them, and they're going to get the job done. So go check out Suprent. I'll leave a link in the description. But that's my review for you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.